Welcome back to the Boomerang Podcast. I'm Matt.
And Bill Jackson, roving reporter.
Bill's our new roving reporter. He went on the ground at the Paper Ballot Road Show. That was Mark Cook's event, and unbelievable stuff. We're actually going to have the footage. Bill got some unbelievable footage from inside the event. Tell us how the event went.
Well, basically, it was put on by LD12 and their chair, Dean Sutton, I do believe is his name.
Greg Sutton?
Greg Sutton.
Greg Sutton.
He ended up setting it up. Great turnout. Over 150 people, I do believe. And Mark Cook and his information. I mean, it was pivotal in Tina Peters' case. It was pivotal with Keith Blanford, who we all know and love from South Carolina.
And that's because he's getting the data.
That's it. He's a data and numbers guy. He sees the ones and zeros, and
he starts off the event with the Dominion CEO or whoever that was saying,
Eric Comer.
Eric Comer. You know, these machines can't be hacked or whatever it was that he said, right?
Yep.
And here he goes into it's about a 28-minute presentation, but we're going to have the whole thing in the video so that you can actually watch the presentation by Mark. Because I think if you actually see the presentation and you see how he breaks down the numbers, it completely debunks everything that these people are talking about in the fake news.
It absolutely does, and it proves that it was built by design, because there's open source software built into the back doors of these things. So anybody can go into these things. It's not hacking. You're going in by design. Why in any type of election system would that be able to occur?
So we have that footage. Definitely stay tuned and watch that. That's going to be in this video. But we have the death of who? Jacob Rothschild.
Yeah, Rothschild kicked the bucket. And then...
What was he, like 175 years old?
Maybe. He looked like he was 175. But then you had Ali. What was Ali's last name? Oh. Anderson. Ali Anderson. He was one of the four horsemen, right? For the WWE, WWF, or whatever.
And what relevance do you think that has? The four horsemen.
One of the four horsemen dies, and Rothschild dies in the same week. And then
we're not conspiracy theorists. We're conspiracy realists.
But I have listened to that, 4VKM guy. I don't know if anybody else has.
I've listened to him a little.
He's got some interesting stuff, does some comparisons, back and forth. Probably might want to check that out, but I don't know. Who knows? Just
interesting in the news cycle. As far as the financial front, really not too much news. I feel like, I was actually just talking with somebody before, I feel like we're in the calm before the storm.
Except the Iraq thing.
The dinar stuff, yeah.
Stop taking the dollar, and and they want, of course, join the BRICS, so that's news. But once again, I think where that roller coaster is almost at the top, and the clicks are starting to be very few and far between.
So definitely call your favorite gold broker, myself, Matt Geiger at Midas Gold Group. But let's roll the video. Take a look. This is Mark Cook on Sunday.
This past Sunday.
25th. Yeah, be the 25th. Yep.
He had to compact what he had into 4 hours. He could have easily done probably an 8-hour dissertation on what he has.
Here's the footage. Roll the tape.
Shredded ballots. So there's Crystal. She took envelopes that had ballots sealed in them. She went into the back room. She was in there for a while. She came out. Now the ballots were outside of the envelope. And she walked over to the paper shredder. And she feeds them in. Oh, I guess she has a little paper jam there. That's frustrating, I'm sure, when you're shredding ballots.
Right?
Yeah. Or maybe she thought that was a tabulator. Yeah. I think it's the untabulator that she was using. She just got the machines confused. I mean, they look very similar, I'm sure. This one makes more grinding noises. It's just, that's got to be what it is. She was just confused on the machines. So she does this for a while, and then she goes back into that room behind her, and she gets more ballots, and she comes out of the room with more ballots, and then she walks over to the tabulator and tabulates them. Did she hack the system? Did she hack the voting machine? No. Was it on the internet? No. What did she do? She cheated old school style. She just shredded the opponent's ballots, maybe filled in some undervotes. Oh, by the way, I know you're going to be shocked. She won the election. What a coincidence, huh? By 87 votes in this little county. There she goes.
She's a go-getter.
Now, there's been lots of explanations. No, those are just copies, and it's not a very good video. That's not what this was, and that's fine. Maybe that's true. Maybe it isn't. We need an investigation. We need to get to the bottom of this and look into this. And this is where we're running into some roadblocks.
Wendy Rogers.
The county attorney, the county sheriff have primary jurisdiction over that. I have zero authority over any county sheriffs. I, as the Attorney General, can't pick up the phone and call Sheriff Springer here and tell him, thou shalt go do this. That doesn't exist. He's your local elected chief law enforcement officer. But he has the same problem that I do. He's dealing with major crimes. He's dealing with drugs. He doesn't have a ton
Treason.
of officers that he can send to the courthouse to investigate this kind of stuff.
So there you have it. That's Mark Cook. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Bill take footage of a lot of these events. He's really, really into it, really passionate about it, and we're really grateful to have him as part of the team now because he's done a lot of work and activity here in Arizona covering these events. A lot of these events are coming here to Arizona. Why? Probably because it's the most corrupt state out there. But we want to continue to bring these types of events, this type of footage, because this is the stuff that 99.9% of the population doesn't see.
They don't.
And you did a great job on that, man.
This was pivotal information too, and I mean, I think Arizona, you guys here in Maricopa County, was a pivotal county. I mean, I could just as well maybe be in Fulton County and some other counties, very pivotal counties across this nation, but they were targeted, they were attacked, and our vote was usurped. And our elected officials, they weren't elected. They were selected for us. And this is something that needs to be corrected. And before we have the 2024 election.
Yeah, these machines are just an illusion of a vote. It's not real. It's all baked into the whole system.
Yep.
And, footage like this, people like Mark Cook, we salute you because, you're really bringing the evidence to the forefront, and it's indisputable.
And they've gone after the guy. They tried to kill him multiple times.
That's how you know you're over the target.
You know it.
That's how you know it. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you want to get in touch with us, text Boomerang to 232425, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, Bill.